Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Aldous Islapika Madin. I'm reporter number 5. Number 1. Each row of Lipa shingles increases by 2 tiles. 6, 8, 10, 12. How many tiles are in the 7th row? So here in number 1, we can use the arithmetic sequence. Because according to the given data, each Lipa shingle tiles increases by 2. So meaning, the data has a common difference of 2. The solution, the formula for the arithmetic sequence is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 multiplied by 3. Next is substitute. A sub 7 equals 6 times quantity 7 minus 1 multiplied by 2. A sub 7, 6 plus 6 multiplied by 2. A sub 7 equals 6 plus 12 equals to a sub 7, 18. So we can say that each row of Lipa shingles, we can say that there are 18 of totals Lipa shingles in the 7th row. Number 2. A gardener tiles a narrow garden path using either small tiles that cover 1 square or large tiles that cover 2 squares. If the path is 6 squares long, how many different ways can you tile it? Here in number 2, we can use Fibonacci, where a sub 1 equals 1, a sub 2 equals 1 plus 1 equals 2, and a sub 3 equals 1 plus 1 equals 3, and a sub 4, 2 plus 3 equals 5, and a sub 5 equals 3 plus 5 equals 8, and lastly, a sub 6 equals 5 plus 8 equals 13. So the gardener have 10 tiles in 13 different ways. Number 3, a student stacks books in a pattern on a shelf. Row 1 have 2 books, row 2 has 4 books, and row 3 has 8 books. And lastly, row number 4 have 16 books. If the pattern continues, how many books will be there on a row? Here in number 3, we can use the geometric sequence. Because if you can see here in the given data, it has a common ratio of 2. The formula of the geometric sequence is a sub n equals a sub 1 times r to the power of n minus 1. Again, substitute. A sub 7 equals 2 times 2 to the power of 7 minus 1. A sub 7, 2 times 2 to the raised to 6. And a sub 7 equals 2 times 64. And finally, a sub 7 equals 128. Therefore, if the pattern continues, there will be a total of 128 books in 7th row. And that's all for today. Thank you everyone for listening.